Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I thought I would do a shop my stash video. Now for any of you who have watched my closet clean out videos, you know, or also my most recent plus size fashion for a week, I forget what I named that video, you know that I am trying to declutter and get rid of things I don't use, and to also use things that I already have that I like. So I'm working on doing that with my closet. You guys can definitely subscribe if you want to keep a lookout for more of my weekly plus size fashion videos and my closet clean out videos, because I'm really working hard to try to get rid of the clothes I don't use anymore. So I've really decluttered a lot of my makeup. I can leave a link down below to my other makeup declutter videos. I've done quite a few of them. I will probably have like one more of those to come, and then I think I will have gotten rid of all of the makeup that I don't use on a regular basis or that I don't want to keep. But I still have all of this makeup and perfume that I have but I never wear. I'm constantly using the same stuff because I had it in my head for a while that I wanted to try to use some things up, but it is just taking me forever to use things up. I don't use makeup on a daily basis. So I came across these shop my stash videos where you watch someone pick out makeup from their makeup collection that they want to use that they haven't used in a while, and I thought I could do that. And maybe if you guys like this kind of video, I can film one for you once a month if I remember, and I can swap out and rotate the makeup and the perfume that I have to try and get some use out of some of my other products. But let's go ahead and get started. Side note, my son is watching cartoons, so I think you can probably hear Mickey Mouse Clubhouse coming through on the camera, quite possibly. And I've got a wet spot right here on my shirt. I don't know if you can tell. I got chewed on, essentially. I was cuddling with my baby, and then I heard like these sucking sounds, and I looked down, and I thought he was sucking on his thumb, and I was like, oh, you're so cute, and I kept letting him do it, and then I started feeling kind of wet, and I looked down and realized he wasn't sucking his thumb. He'd gotten his hand wrapped around my shirt and was sucking on my shirt, so I'm a little slobbery. But if you've got kids, then you understand. You feel me. You feel me. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on perfume. Okay, so I'm angling you guys down for this one so you guys can better see what we're going through. So this past summer, really, since probably June or July, I have been using the Cucumber Melon from Bath & Body Works, and I really like it. I've still been enjoying it. Sometimes I use Bath & Body Works perfumes, and they start to get a bit of an alcohol smell to them the more that I use them, and it's like less I can smell the actual product. So this one isn't doing that. I'm still really enjoying it, but we're going to move on and try out something different for the month of October. So the perfumes I was kind of thinking about doing for the month of October, something a little more fall related, something from their fall collection. Well, some of these might not be from their fall collection, but I've got a few here that I'm going to think about possibly using. I would love to find something that I could like use up all the way. Let me see if I can adjust you guys to get my face in this. I don't know if that's any better. You can kind of see me now, and you can still kind of maybe see what's going on here. We can move things back a little bit. Let me see. Okay, well, I'll just show you guys what I'm talking about. So let's see what all we have here. I really want to find something that's like kind of dark and sultry, you know, or something that's like crisp and fall smelling. So I'm sure I've got something in this giant mess that will suit my needs. So I've got a couple pomegranate kisses. I've got a, or midnight pomegranate, sorry, I was thinking of the dark kiss. Got that sitting out here too. So I've got two of these. I've got the travel size, and I've got a full size, but I think this one has about the same amount. So I'm going to put the travel guy back into my perfume box. So if I choose this one, then hopefully I can get it used up. So the other one here I have is Dark Kiss. Let me see. I always feel like these ones, well, they don't really smell the same, but like the bottle, the packaging is so similar on them. They're both dark purple. One's a little darker than the other. But I love the way this one smells. I really do. It makes me think of my best friend. She wore it all the time in high school. And Dark Kiss is such like a sweet, sugary smell. I don't know. I'm not feeling this one. It just smells like sugar to me. It's one of those things that when I had my Victoria's Secret credit card, you can use your Victoria's Secret credit card also at Bath & Body Works for anybody who doesn't know that. But when I had one, I would go in and anytime they got new perfume, I would just buy it. And that's one of those things that I bought without really smelling it and deciding if it's something I liked. I was young and dumb. Turns out, I'm undecided on it. It's such a sugary, sweet scent. I don't hate it, but just kind of undecided on it. You hear my cats? They're like roughhousing out there. This next one here is called French Vanilla Body Mist. I picked it up at Target. It's from the Townhouse brand. And it is, if I remember right, pretty vanilla scented. I mean, it is a vanilla. French vanilla. And then that's country chic. That's not what I was going for. I thought I had a vanilla body spray. Yeah, it's right here. Then I have a vanilla body spray from Bath & Body Works. So I'm going to narrow it down between these two. I'm undecided which one of these I like the best. But this one is a Dreamy Vanilla Woods, which I've never used. And this one is French Vanilla, also never used it. I love the packaging on that, so pretty. But I think I like the French Vanilla a little bit better. So then we also have Pear Cashmere Woods to talk about. I wore this one earlier this year, and I really liked it. That's a good one. That's like a fresh, crisp, autumny smell. Kind of reminds me of their apple scents from the autumn line, but it's not apple, it's pear. And this one is Kissable Fragrance Mist Berry Cream from Victoria's Secret. And I've never used this one either. And I'm just undecided on that. That's another one of those that when I had my credit card that I just bought it to buy it. I think you're supposed to be able to like eat it or something. I think it's supposed to be like flavored, like, yeah, it's sweet and sugary. So like, if you've got a partner, you guys can have a little bit of fun. But I've never used it, never wore it. It does smell really good though. Let's decide between this and Midnight Pomegranate. I don't know, they're both good. I think what I'm going to do, because as I mentioned when I was determining between the travel size of the Midnight Pomegranate and the full size, is that I'm going to narrow this down to the perfumes I have that I've used the most of. So that eliminates the French Vanilla and the Kissable Fragrance Mist. Makes me kind of sad because I'm really excited to use the French Vanilla, but I really want to use up some of these perfumes that I've had sitting around for a while, you know, like if I can use something up, I feel like I should. So, do I want to smell like crispy pear or Midnight Pomegranate? I don't know. What does October say to you? What is it? Is it a sultry month or is it a fruity month? I think I'm going to go with Cashmere Pear. This one just makes me think of early autumn. So, we got our perfume figured out. Let's go get into shopping my makeup stash. Here we are at my vanity, and I thought first off we could just go through the things that I've been using this month, and then we can go ahead and get into the drawers and see about finding something else. So please ignore how dirty my vanity is before we get into everything. I didn't clean it, so I probably should have. So, here's the things that I used this month that I want to find a replacement for. And just for anyone who's interested in the things that I've been using that I'm not replacing, I have the Clean Makeup from CoverGirl, the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, the e.l.f. Primer, the Maybelline Age Rewind, a couple of different mascaras I've been working on. I've got one that is Mega Protein from Wet n Wild, one that is Hello Lashes from IT Cosmetics, and then I have an eyelash primer from Mary Kay. I also have my Model Company highlighter. Ooh, got a bit of a glare going on there. And my most favorite lip products here of recently, well, not as of recently, the lipsticks are. But I have a lip plumper from the Dollar Tree. I have my Nivea chapstick, and then I have a butter lipstick from NYX. And I also have a lip gloss from Be a Bombshell. So all of those products are products I'm going to continue using, primarily because, well, the lipstick, I just recently started using them, so I'm going to keep using those. The mascaras, I want to use them up before they dry out, and then same thing for like the facial products. They're still in the skin color that I need currently, and I would like to use those up before they dry out as well. So the products I'd like to jump in here and swap out today would be the LA Girl Nudes palette. I've used this all month long. I've really loved it. It's a gorgeous palette. My friend here on YouTube, her name's Tara, she sent me a bunch of different makeup. We did a swap. If you guys want to see our makeup swap, I can link our videos down below. You can see my mouth in that mirror. I can link our videos down below. But she sent me this palette, and I've absolutely loved it. I've been using it all month long, but I want to play with some other makeup. This other thing here is my Physicians Formula bronzer. I think it's called Bustier. Oh, Sexy Booster Sexy Glow Bronzer. And that's what that looks like right there. I've had this guy for well over a year now, and I've been using him hardcore. And as you can see, I've started to hit pan here on the edge. But I just feel like I'm never going to use him up, and I've got some other bronzers I'd really like to try out. Then I have my Pixie blush. It's in Rose Gold. I've been using this guy as a highlighter because that powder here, the rosy powder, doesn't show up that well. It's very light. I don't know how well you guys can see that on my hand. It's a very, very light powder, but mixing that with the shiny part here on the edge, and it makes for a really pretty highlight. So if I have another highlighter, I think I might switch it out. Then this guy right here is going to kill me to let go. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know that I've been using this blush for forever. It is Peach Bellini from Model Company. I love this blush right here. It is like the perfect blush for my skin color. It is a light peachy color. Oh my gosh, I love it. And it's going to kill me to put this away. But I'm going to, and I'm going to try out one of my other blushes. So this is my makeup drawer that has all of the stuff that I love, but I am not ready to use, or I'm not using currently. So let's go ahead and shop my stash. So let's pick out a eyeshadow palette first. So I have the Patty DeBroff Dream Palette. Those are some really pretty colors that I have yet to try out or play with. Definitely some beautiful dark colors, but I almost feel like this might be better for spring. This next palette here is a Victoria's Secret palette, and it's called the Neutral Exotics Eye Palette. And I love those colors. That, I think, is definitely going to be a contender. I'm going to set that one out for a possible use. This next one here is the World Famous Neutrals from Benefit. There's some pretty colors, definitely simple for fall. But I think I'm going to put that one back and keep looking. Then we have the Urban Decay eyeshadow. I love it. I think it's so pretty, so sparkly. I love that gorgeous pink right here. But I used this the whole month of July, so we're going to keep looking. Then I have the Little Black Beauty Book from e.l.f. I love this guy. I actually used it recently and played with some of the shadows down here. I did a really pretty taupe eye with these. So I think I'm going to set this one out as a possibility. And then the last eyeshadow palette I have down here is just an assortment palette. I used to use this all the time. I used it a bunch for almost a year straight. But I don't know if I'm ready to go back to it. Honestly, I don't even know what the palette is called. I found it at Goodwill. As you can see the Goodwill sticker on it. It was unopened, hadn't been used, but it didn't have any information on it. But these colors are awesome. The pigment payoff is beautiful. I love it. But like I said, I used it for almost a year straight and kind of burnt myself out. So I think we're going to keep this guy put away. So that leaves us down between the Little Black Beauty Book from e.l.f. with all kinds of colors. I could do tons of looks with this guy. And it leaves us with the Victoria's Secret palette right there. And for this month, I think I'm going to go ahead and use the Victoria's Secret palette. I've never used it before, and it has some gorgeous colors in there. I'm really excited to get in here and play with these. They've got really nice textures to them. They're very buttery. They're very pretty. I don't know how well you can see these showing up on my hand. I didn't think to show them to you guys at first when I was pulling them out there. You guys can kind of see them a little bit. So definitely excited to see what I can come up with these. And that means the LA Girls palette is going back with my stash. Well, it's currently here on the floor. So next up is gonna kill me, but let's find a replacement for my favorite blush. So favorite blush is going on the floor. Just dropped it. Didn't mean to, but I guess it all kind of works out. So I've got a couple of blush palettes down in here. Like when I say a couple, I literally mean 2 blush palettes. I've got this one from LA Girls, and it's their Spice blush palette. It has 2 blushes here, a bronzer, and a highlight, which I guess would totally set me up for everything. And then I've also got the Estee Lauder blush palette. It just says Deluxe All Over Face Compact, and it has a list of what the colors are down there if you guys are interested. But that is what we have right here. A lot of more neutral colors. Got like a, I don't know, like a mauve and like a pinky mauve, or like a pink and then like a brown color. So I don't know if I want to play with that one or not. And then my other blush palette here. Just not sure about these colors. I don't know. Which one do I want to use? I think I'm going to go with the Estee Lauder palette because I haven't used it at all. I've used a couple of these colors and I really, really like them. But I want to try something new, something that I have not used out of my collection. So we're going to go with this. And I know it looks used because it is. I got it from YERDLE because I don't care if I use other people's makeup. It's not a big deal to me. So, but I personally have never used this palette before getting it. So definitely excited to try that out. And then I'm seeing something in here that I definitely want to try. And it's going to replace both of these. And that is the Wet n Wild Contour Palette. I've not used this one either. It's one that my friend Tara sent me in that big makeup swap we did. A couple of these things I've showed you is things that she sent me. But that's what that looks like. And I have never used it either. So I'm excited to try this one out. So that's going to replace my Pixie highlight with the blush. I've been using it as a highlight. And my bronzer. The other bronzers in here that I was considering using was my Tarte bronzer, which looks like that, which I'm itching to use this. This is one of those from Ipsy. And then I've also got the Hoola bronzer, which I tried it out a little bit and didn't like it. And then I came back to it and used it with a different brush and loved it. But I've yet to actually use it on my face. I think when I tried it out the second time, I just swatched it on my hand with a different kind of brush and really liked it. So I might switch out for a different one of these the next time I do a Shop My Stash video. Okay guys, that finishes up everything for my Shop My Stash video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below if this is something you'd like me to do on a monthly basis. If so, I will definitely make another one of these. If not, then I will just do it in private here at my own home and I won't share. So again, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.
So you don't have to miss your moment.